Welcome to this training video on KWIZ Forms. This video will look at how KWIZ Forms can be configured to store multiple files associated to a form by using the repeating rows functionality. In order to show this functionality, we will take the example of a case management requirement. I have already configured my cases list and customized the layout with KWIZ Forms. I also have a document library to store related documents to my cases. But there is no native way in SharePoint to associate the documents stored in a library to a case. I could use file attachments on my list, but by storing documents in a library, I can apply additional metadata. Returning to my cases list, I'm going to customize it with KWIZ Forms to link the document library to my form. Create a repeating rows column to link the document library to the cases list. Once you have configured the basic settings for the column, select the target library. You will notice you are then asked for additional settings compared to a repeating row based on a list. You have the option of how the files will be organized in the library. Either they will be flat rows of documents, or they can be organized into folders based on the master item. In this example, items in the cases list. You can now configure the layout of the repeating rows. This includes setting whether to show the file name and what columns will be displayed. choose to either save or apply your settings. We now need to add the repeating rows column to the form. To do this, go to Fields Group tabs. I am going to create a new tab called Case Documents. Then I'm going to add a text cell to explain its purpose. Then I'm going to add my repeating row column to the page. I am now able to add one or more documents to my form using the repeating row column. I am able to browse to locate my document, and I'm able to specify metadata. Once you have uploaded a file, it can be opened from the form. Add several items to the list and then navigate to the document library. You will see that it has created a folder for each of my items using the naming convention defined. Inside the folders are the documents for that item. You are not required to use folders, but they help to visually organize the documents. They can also be useful to apply permissions so that only certain users can see the documents for an item. A repeating row column can also have dynamic column permissions applied, like any other in KWIZ Forms. We could choose to hide documents when the item is created, or disable them when a certain field value is set. Use KWIZ Forms to set one or more rules for the documents column. When I create a new item, the Documents column is hidden. If the status field is set to resolved, the column is disabled. You can have multiple repeating row columns connecting to different libraries if you wish, and configure other settings associated to these columns in KWIZ Forms. Thank you for watching this training video. If you need further support, please contact KWIZ using the details shown on screen.